A few years ago, when we were all sitting around feeling sorry for ourselves at the beginning of the pandemic, and we're sitting around watching Netflix and eating bonbons all day, I found other things to do with myself. After a couple of weeks, I just couldn't sit there anymore. There's nothing to stimulate my brain watching television. It was just boring. So I invested in the PreSonus Studio One software. That came through the purchase of the PreSonus I/O Station 24C. That got me into recording music. Very cool. That software is awesome. Nothing to complain about that. I also wanted to start a YouTube channel. Not really for making any money. It wasn't my goal to be monetized. So I invested in a really cheap microphone, the Tonor USB microphone that comes with a pop filter and a little microphone stand for your desk. For my needs, it didn't work. It's not horrible, but it's worth $30. I think that's what I paid for it, and that's all it's worth. Let's just leave it there. The next microphone I invested in was a little bit more expensive. It was $50. The Marantz MPM 1000 microphone. The difference between this and the Tonor was the Tonor was USB. It went right into your computer, and then you had to alter it within your sound settings. The Marantz was plugged in via an XLR cable into the PreSonus I/O station, and that worked. After a few months, I had to go back to work in Nashville and carrying that I/O station and a microphone and a cable. So I was looking for a better solution. However, I did deal with that for about a year and a half, carrying that kind of gear around, and it got heavy. Really heavy. I'm old. I don't want to carry that much stuff around. I tried to save weight by using the M Audio I/O box, and that worked. It sounded a little bit better than a PreSonus I/O station, but again, it was smaller, but it weighed just as much as the PreSonus I/O station. After that, I'm like, man, there's got to be a solution. PreSonus released the Revelator, the 2-channel I/O box, and you can use that to plug in microphones and then have them go into your editing suite if you can record video and audio, as some of them only allow you to do voiceovers, like DaVinci Resolve only allows you to do voiceovers. You can do both video and audio in Filmora. The technology changed to the point with the Revelator gear where they stuffed all that technology, the DSP part of the Revelator I/O box. They took all that and they put it inside a dynamic microphone. That allowed me to leave one of the I/O boxes at home because now all I had to do was carry the microphone. That worked for me. If I was recording voiceovers into the video section of the Studio One Pro, you can do that, and you have a lot more control over the audio than you do in Filmora. But there's a lot of extra work in the editing part of your project. If you used a Revelator microphone with Filmora, direct in through the webcam link, that's where the popping issue came, as I stated in my previous video. It got to the point where I didn't want to make any videos anymore. It was just annoying. You'd spend an hour or two on an idea, and then when you go to finish it, you listen back to it and it's pop, pop, pop. Okay, I'm beyond that. All right, I got therapy for it. I'm good. That's when I moved over to this microphone right here. This is the Rode Podcast USB microphone. Zero drama. And it sounds good. I don't have to carry another I/O box and use an XLR cable, although you can use this microphone via an XLR cable into an I/O box, but this is all going from the microphone through the USB cable and into the laptop. Very easy, very streamlined. And it doesn't weigh that much. That's what we're trying to get to, is the weight. Going from your bus, my bus, into the van, into the hotel after you check in, and then hiking across, a lot of times we're in casinos, and it gets heavy. That's like a quarter of a mile by the time you're done walking from the bus to your hotel room. There are days when it's literally a quarter of a mile from the bus to the hotel room. It's not every day like that, and I don't mind the walk. I just mind the weight. I don't want to carry extra weight if I don't have to. Anyway, that's where I am with this microphone drama. I hope that it helps somebody that's starting up a channel figure out what they need, which way they want to go. If they're setting up a studio that's not going to move, you can do whatever you want because you can get better quality I/O devices. But for something that's portable like what I do, or people that travel vlog, this is a better situation both visually and audibly. If I help somebody, let me know in the comments. And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.